If you're trying to decide between the 11-inch or 13-inch iPad Pro M4, there's a couple differences you need to know. The main difference is in screen size. So on the 13-inch, it's 1.5 inches taller and about 1.25 inches wider than the 11-inch display. So this gives you more height and width for your apps if you're using them in split view mode. So for multitasking, this one's going to be a little bit better, but most of the additional space you're getting is going to be on the height. To me, you can still do great multitasking on the 11-inch, but if you have applications that have a lot of small icons on them and you do a lot of full screen, that's when you will appreciate the extra size of the 13-inch display. That way you can see more of what you're doing. If you're watching video content on them, I didn't notice the extra screen size of the 13-inch to make that big of a difference because you lose some of the 16:9 aspect ratio on the top and the bottom because of how the 13-inch is bigger than the 11-inch. So I enjoy watching content on both of these, although you will still see that the 13-inch does give you a little bit more space to watch them. But to me, the difference between them is not huge. The next difference is in the keyboards. The 11-inch Magic Keyboard is smaller, it has smaller keys, and the keys are tighter together. The 13-inch feels more like typing on a laptop, but it does take up more space, so the 11-inch is definitely going to be more portable. If you're holding the iPad, the 13-inch can feel a little bit oversized, and sometimes it feels a little bit uncomfortable to use, especially after a longer period of time. If you're doing a lot of drawing, you may appreciate the larger size of the 13-inch display so you don't have to move it around as much, but the 11-inch is going to be easier to hold and write with at the same time. So you really need to decide, is the extra size of the 13-inch worth the trade-off of having the portable and easier to hold 11-inch iPad? To me, the 11-inch is just the perfect size for an iPad. This is my pick, but I also do really like the large display of the 13-inch iPad Pro.